Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so my name is Tiffany, and God normally shows me things in prophetic dreams. And so sometimes I may release prophetic dreams or different words that He gives me to release on here. Okay, so y'all, I feel a little overloaded because He's been pouring out a lot lately. He's been pouring out so much and giving out a lot of revelation lately. So I'm gonna jump right in there. This is a prophetic dream that God gave me, and this is dealing with your kingdom spouse. Okay, and He said, and basically the message from this dream is they've awakened. Okay, the message He gave me from it is they've awakened, and then He also added that this was just the beginning. All right, okay, y'all. So just pray, and ask God if this is for you. Make sure it's for you. And yeah, I'm gonna get right in there. Okay, so in this dream, the very first scene of this dream, the first scene was a little blurry for me, so I'm not gonna lie, it was a little blurry. But what I remember was I was in a certain place, and He ended up meeting me in that same space, right? So I remember Him and me being in the same space, but it was like nothing had changed, right? We were talking about the kingdom spouse, right? So me and my kingdom spouse had ended up being in the same space, but nothing had changed whatsoever. Things were the same, as they've always been, or as normal, as you see normal for you right now. And that's the first scene of the dream from what I can remember, right? The second scene of the dream, I'm back at that same place we were in before in the first scene, but now I'm parked outside, and I'm outside of this sign. I'm outside where there's this sign, like little billboard sign that's sitting outside in front of the building, and it's a sign that I admired before, so I'm sitting out there right next to that sign, right? Right when I'm sitting out there in my car, parked by that sign, I get a text message from my kingdom spouse. And he texts me at 1:11. The text message he sent out was it was like a group message. He sent it to everybody. He sent it to his whole contact list. And he sent it at the time 1:11, right? And so now in my dreams, I can most times, I can hear people's thoughts and I can feel their feelings in my dreams. And I knew He did it on purpose at 1:11. So I knew the text message he sent out, I knew he sent it out. Yeah, oh, my phone is on silent already. Okay. I was trying to make sure my phone was on silent while I was talking. But I knew that the text message he sent it out on purpose at 1:11. He timed it on purpose at 1:11, right? And the message he sent out to everybody, it was the billboard sign that I was sitting under. Okay, and so in the very first part of the dream, like I said, it was fuzzy, but what I do remember, when I arrived at that place, I noticed the sign, right? And the sign stood out to me because I wish I remember the message, y'all, but I don't remember what the sign said. But I know I was like, ooh, that's good. And I either took a picture of it or I wrote it down, because I said I was going to repost that, because you ever see a message and it just says all the things you feel, or it's just like, ooh, that's a good message, right? So when I pulled up in the first scene of the dream, I saw that sign and it hit me, I see numbers a lot. Like I see the 1111, the 111s, 222, all the 5s, the 4s. I see all the numbers, all of them. And so only a person who sees numbers will really feel that, like, they will really understand that sign on a deeper level. The words that I read, only a person who really saw the numbers would really understand, and it would really hit them. You know what I mean? They would really, ooh, I have to repost that, right? And so I didn't get a chance to repost it. I was planning on posting it on my social media, I was planning on posting it later. He beat me to it, right? So when he had met me in that place in the first scene of the dream, he saw the sign too. And I wasn't aware that he saw the sign when he was there. And God is so good. He's giving me revelation while I'm saying the dream. But he saw the sign too when we first met up, and it just seemed like nothing had changed. But he saw a sign. He saw the sign, and in the second part, he sent it out he sent it out to all his contacts. The message from the sign, okay, and that was the dream. And so, when I asked God about this, I was like, and God said, "They've awakened. They've awakened." Okay, y'all, I'm gonna try not to make this too long. He said they've awakened, and I wonder why. I wondered why he didn't send a message at 11:11 versus 1:11, and God gave me deeper revelation about that on a later date, because I had this dream on September the 14th, and on a later date, God had 1:11 had popped up on the clock, and God had kind of put it in my spirit. It's just the beginning. And then he referred back to this dream. So the reason why he sent out the mass message at 1:11, because he's awakened, but he's in the beginning stages. Okay. Okay, I don't want to sound. If you don't see numbers, it's okay. But I know some people, if they don't see numbers, they can't really relate. But the basics of the dream is the message that God gave me was they've awakened, and they are now seeing signs that you've been seeing, okay? God may have given you revelation about them being your kingdom spouse, about your family, about your purpose, about just all the things he wants to do in your life, and all the people who are going to be attached to your life, you know? For the most part, a lot of people have been separated. They've been separated from a lot of toxic relationships, just situations and whatnot. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. God was just showing me that he's showing them, they're now seeing some of the signs you've been seeing. All this time you've been on this journey, now they're seeing the same signs that you've been seeing.
Okay, pause. Okay, y'all, I forgot to mention when I was recording this video, an important part of this dream was when he was sending out the mass messages. When my kingdom spouse started to send out text messages to all of his contacts, God showed me the reason he was sending out the message to all of his contacts is because God said he's awakened, and as he awakened, everyone around him will know. Everyone who has contact with him will know. So the reason that he sent out a mass text message to everybody in his contacts, God showed me that was because once he's awakened, everyone will know. It will not be a secret. So because I was wondering, why didn't he just send a text message to me? To me, it made me feel a little less special because he sent it to everybody. God said he needed to send it to everybody because once he's awakened, not only am I going to know, but he's going to make sure that everyone who is in contact with him will know that he is awakened. When God opens his eyes and when he makes a choice for God and when he chooses God, everyone in his life will know, including you. But you want everybody to know. You want everybody to know. It won't be a secret. He will make sure that everyone knows. When I tell you this man sent that message to everyone in his contacts, he sent it to everyone. Okay, y'all, that part was just really, really important, and I forgot to add it in this video. All right, y'all can continue.
Okay, but yes, so he said it's going to be in the beginning stages, and they will finally start seeing what you've been seeing. He will finally start speaking to them the way he's been speaking to you. He will be giving them revelations that he's been given to you. He said they've awakened. He said they've awakened. And before I forget, let me add this. Because he said they're awakened and they're just in the beginning stages. And then he referred me to another dream that he gave me. He gave me this dream one time, y'all, where it was some cookies in the oven. And all I could see was these cookies in the oven. It was 3 of them. And the cookies were removed from the oven and they were half baked. They were half baked cookies. And so you could tell that they needed to go back in there, but all 3 of them were going back in there together, right? And so that's what God showed me, because you know what, they went in the oven at first. He showed me 3 cookies on a pan. They were half baked, and he was putting them in the oven together, but they had already been baked halfway though. Okay, and what he showed me from that dream was, a lot of us, he's been doing work on us, right? And we've been developing in him and finding our purpose in him, and he's been working on us as individuals. But he's going to continue working on us. For those who are expecting kingdom spouses, he's going to be continuing that work as a whole, right? And that dream, he was showing me that the 3 cookies represented me, my daughter, and my kingdom spouse, and that we would continue baking together in the oven. He's like, yeah, you started, you know, he's been showing me my purpose, you know, my identity in him. He's like, yes, we started, but when you get married, you know, the two become one. The two become one, and you're still your own individual person, but you continue to grow in another way, you know, as one, 2 people as one. So I hope I'm saying this right, y'all. Okay, let me read this because I don't want to forget anything. Okay, so he said they've awakened, and it's just the beginning, 1:11, and it's going to be their awakening will be in the beginning stages. He said you will help them to continue to grow. He said you will help each other continue to grow. And then that's when he mentioned the cookie dream, half baked. Okay, you guys. So that was basically the dream. And then something else he showed me in this dream. I believe you're going to have a higher level of protection. Now, you still have to be on guard, okay? Because the enemy doesn't quit. His whole purpose while he's on this earth is to, you know, get as many of us to go with him as possible. So he's not going to quit. He has nothing better to do. So you still be watchful. But something he showed me in this dream, that has me, Lord, it's a lot. You're going to have a higher level of protection. Okay, so in the same dream, I believe in the first scene, and that part was blurry. It was like I was at some type of drive-through window, right? And this guy, real buff guy, he looked like Debo. It wasn't Debo, but he was like big like Debo, right? Debo from Friday, right? But so he was like real buff like Debo, and he came up to my window. It was like I was sitting at a drive-through window, but it was, you know, he came up to my window and he said, I'm gonna be parked over there across the street in the white car if you need me, right? That's what he told me. He'd be parked across the street in a white car if I need him, right? And I was like, okay. In the dream, I was like, why is he telling me that? Like, I didn't even know him like that. And so when I woke up, I knew immediately he was an angel. And I've had previous dreams where I had an angel there that protected me, but this was someone different. This one was like, he was big and he was just letting me know he'd be parked across the street in that white car if I need him. And I was like, okay. And so God kind of showed me a level up of protection too, right? But you still have to be watchful and use wisdom. And then also y'all, I'm giving y'all so many tidbits from different dreams. But when I tell you God has been tying them all in. He's just been tying it all in. It's been so much. It's been so much. So if y'all hear me repeat any of these details in other dreams, it's because it's relative. And he's tying everything together. But, okay, so, yeah. Oh, it was another part too, a dream I had the other day. So, you know, we've been coming into our new identities, right? Right? And God, the reason I'm saying I believe we're going to have a higher level of protection, Lord have mercy. It's all connected. I'm trying not to put all this in this one video because I have more videos to make. But there was another dream where as I was coming into my identity, God confirmed that I did come into my identity. And he showed me getting a brand new car. And this car was yellow with black accents. Like, it was yellow and black. It was a yellow and beautiful black car. I had to put that dream out. I'm going to put that dream out soon. But, and that was a dream about me coming into my new identity, right? But then he gave me another dream where me and my kingdom spouse had just got back together and we were in the beginning stages. And in that dream, we were driving an all white car. with white leather seats. It was beautiful. That car was clean. And I don't know if you heard before that usually when you see a vehicle in your dream, it's usually referring to yourself or whatever. And so it's usually a reference to you, I believe. And so God had already showed me coming into my own purpose with the yellow car change. These dreams about a week apart, right? And then he showed me when me and the kingdom spouse get together, we'll be riding off in an all white car, right? Because this is God's marriage. This is something that he put together. This is blessed. Y'all, it's so much he's been giving me. This is pure. This is pure, y'all. But okay, that was basically the dream, y'all. I'm gonna try to save the rest for these other videos I need to make. But yes, God said they've awakened. This is only the beginning. They're in a beginning process, and they're gonna continue with you. Yeah, they're gonna continue. I have to look at what I wrote down, y'all. This is only the beginning, and you will help them continue. You will help each other continue. That's what God said. You will help each other continue. But they have awakened. Either they've awakened now, or they're about to awake. For whoever this is for, this to be confirmation to you. Just pray and ask God, make sure this is for you. But yeah, he said they've awakened, and you guys will continue to grow together. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. All right. Oh, and if this is for you, there's another dream I'm gonna release after this one. What was that dream called? Lord have mercy. Oh, it's another one. The next one I release pertaining to the kingdom spouse, just watch that one, okay? Because that'll be relative too, okay? If this one is for you, all right? All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Okay, you guys. So I forgot this part. I forgot to mention this. So something else, God, I just felt in my spirit with everything he's been showing me and just the scriptures he's been leading me to read lately, y'all. But okay, God is expecting a lot of prodigals, a lot of his prodigal children. This particular dream is not just for people who are expecting prodigal spouses, but it's also for people. I mean, you're just expecting your kingdom spouse. Some of y'all haven't even met them yet, but that's because God didn't want you to meet them before they were awakened. So this dream is for you too. You just have to pray and ask God, just make sure that he confirms that this is for you. But yeah, some of y'all who haven't even met y'all spouse yet, it's because they weren't awakened yet. So it's for just kingdom spouses as a whole. But anyway, something I forgot to mention. I feel like this season of awakening, this next awakening, because I remember when I first started seeing 111, it was back in 2019, right? Now, I've had a relationship with God all my life. I had one with him all my life. But, since I was a teenager, before I was a teenager, I had a relationship with God. But me seeing the numbers 111, it took it up to a whole nother level. Like spiritually, it was just like something changed, something shifted in me. The first year I saw 111 was really hard for me. Well, I first started seeing 1111, and the very first year I was confused. I didn't know what I was seeing, and I looked on Google, which was probably the worst thing I could have done, and I got led astray. Okay, so I was looking into stuff I had no business looking into. It was so confusing for me. I spent a good year and a half just throw it off. I'm going to give my testimony on that later when God releases me to give the full testimony of that. But it took me a while before I realized it was from God. And so I'm saying all that to say is a lot of people started seeing the 1111s around the same time. And what God was showing me with this awakening he's talking about with the kingdom spouses, his prodigal children that he's calling home, it's going to be a lot. Like, the first time when a lot of people start seeing 1111, it's going to be, the kingdom spouses, but it's going to be a lot more than that too. So I'm so excited. If you could just feel, oh my God, the Holy Spirit. So, but God was showing me that, but I just wanted to add that to this video because God showed me some other stuff too. And so what he was reminding me of is just how big of a copycat the enemy is. You have to understand the enemy wants to be God, right? That's why he was kicked out of heaven. He decided he should be God. He wants to be God so bad. So he copies, he emulates, he copies everything God does. And what he does is he mixes truth with lies, right? He mixes the truth with the lie. The reason I'm mentioning this on this video is because a lot of people are going to be awakened again in this new season, not just our kingdom spouses. And I'm just saying this for whoever's still watching, to keep them in prayer. The new group of people that are about to be awakened, that are being awakened right now, the ones that are currently being awakened right now and about to be awakened, keep them in prayer. God, the ones I said, this video is for you. Make sure you get confirmation that this is for you. God is going to guide your kingdom spouse to you. God is going to guide him the right direction. So him or her, you know, fellas, I know y'all watch too sometimes. So God is going to guide them the right direction when they start seeing the numbers. But it's other people that God led me to pray for, because the enemy has twisted the whole number thing. And so now when people see numbers and they don't have an understanding of God, and they can't understand what they're seeing, they go looking for answers. And the enemy has made sure that when people search in the internet search engines, that they find his answers and not God's answers. And so many people, you know, doing different things out there for the enemy, where they mix God's truth with lies. So it's truth mixed with lies, and God's not in it, right? And so just be keeping them in prayer, because I just felt it in my spirit. I felt a concern for them, because yes, your kingdom spouse, God is making sure they awaken the right way. They're going to be seeing the same signs you see. They may even hear the same messages you hear. He's going to be awakening them the right way, right? But he's awakening a nice group of people. And it would be so... I think about that first year and a half I had where I was lost, and how hard that was for me, you know? And yeah, it was just tough. And so I don't want them to get lost, you know, like I did. You know, some people see those numbers and they don't know what they're seeing, and then before you know it, they're looking at angel numbers, not thinking there's anything wrong with it because it says angel in front of it. But the enemy has a lot of traps set up, because he wants to catch the people that God awakens, you know, before God does. But again, like I said, the kingdom spouses, God will be ushering them to you. You know, they will be awakening, and they will also be getting guidance from God at the same time. But just be keeping the other people in prayer, in your prayer, because this awakening is like another awakening, and like we've experienced previously. So if you see the numbers, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna sound crazy to you. But okay, y'all, just keep everybody in prayers. God is doing so much, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot, and I'm excited. I'm excited because he's excited. God, he's so excited, and I feel it. So, but okay, y'all, that's it. All right, so they've awakened, and a lot of other people are awakening too. So keep them in your prayers, that they will not get caught up in any confusion or any traps that the enemy has, you know, have put in place for them to step in, you know. Okay, you guys. Okay. All right. I love y'all. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, y'all. Don't get me. Okay. I forgot one more thing I forgot that God reminded me of while I was doing the dishes. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. For the people this is for, y'all are going to be powerful. He showed me one day after I had this dream was, a lot of these kingdom spouses that are being awakened, they're gonna have gifts too, right? So a lot of y'all, when he awakened y'all, he gave y'all more spiritual gifts, you know, once you got on board. I've always had prophetic dreams since I was younger, but once I got on board, like I said, I was deterred for about the first year and a half. I was lost. I had no idea what I was seeing, and I was looking at all the wrong stuff, looking for answers. But once I got on track, and I realized they were coming from God, and I got on track and I started doing everything he told me to do, I started seeing the 222s. Y'all, I have been seeing 222 every single day, multiple times throughout the day. But anyways, what God was sharing with me was, after I got on track with God, right? And I was on the right course, right? Because I told you I was lost the first year and a half. After I got on track with God, he elevated my dreams to a whole deeper level. So I've been having prophetic dreams all my life since I was younger. But he took them deeper. And yeah, God is so cold. He's so cool. He told me right before he was about to elevate my dreams, he whispered it in my ear. He told me what he was about to do to my dreams. And I said, okay, cool. And then I take my first nap of the day, and oh my God, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. My dreams now feel like I'm jumping into portals. They feel like my natural world. Like you ever been in a dream and you like pinch me, you know, I'll wake up, you pinch me, it feels like you pinched me in the natural. So one of the gifts he gave me was he elevated my dreams to a whole nother level. Like, I used to think my dreams were something before, but he took them up higher, and it feels just like natural for me. When I wake up in the morning, like if I had a dream I was like really deep off into, I literally kind of had to find my footing a little bit, because I'm like, you know, it takes me a little while to readjust. And I keep a tape recorder next to my bed so I don't forget nothing, and I can just record it right away. But oh my God, y'all. So anyways, that's just something I had to add, because the ones he awakened this way, when they get on course with him, it's gifts. Some of them will be given gifts, okay? Different gifts. And I just felt this in my spirit that whoever this is for, y'all are going to be so powerful. Y'all are going to be so powerful. Oh my God. Okay, that was it. I just had to add that. The awakening will come with gifts. Jesus. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going for real this time. All right. I'll see y'all in the next video.